Kofyjesse TV. This is the Spotlight Show, and anytime we get on a Spotlight Show, what I keep saying is we bring all the creatives that are doing very well in the industry. We share their story, and these stories are meant to motivate, encourage, and empower you, the young ones coming up. So when I sit down like this, I'm also learning. I also consume a lot because there's a time I get opportunity to see the people that I look and admire from afar. I sit with them, then we have chit chat. I don't say this is an interview, this is a conversation. I sit with them, I learn from them. I also ask them things I've heard around. Charlie, sometimes it will be tricky, but we learn. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Just go on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, X, and also on TikTok and Snapchat. It's all Kofyjesse TV. I am your host, Kofyjesse, and today I'm very fortunate. So I know this one I not confessed for my interview talk before. I said, beautiful state, how I will do this one, but as I sit out to do it, I'm very privileged to sit with my brother from another mother, a senior industry player in the game. He's won numerous awards actually. I don't know if he states all of them. It will be numerous. Then also, he's currently the board chairman for Western Region Creative Industry, the team itself. He's the board chairman of it. He's also the chairman, or I would say the CEO for Blacker. When you say Blacker, Charlie, adoring the color or the skin color black. I've known him from afar, from YFM. I've listened to him, I've met him, I've been to some of his programs, and today I'm very fortunate to sit with him. Welcome, big brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for honoring the invitation.
Very well.
It's been long coming.
I know, right?
This interview. If you don't know him, he goes by the name PM, the presenter. Yeah. I know most of you know the name. Some of you don't know the face. Some of you know the face, but you don't know the name. Some of you have heard the voice. It's on Kasa, I have to know the Kasa. I'm not being introduced to the show, no. Amen. But welcome once again to the show.
Thank you so much.
How has the week been for you?
My week, it's funny, but the weekend that is supposed to be more relaxing, my weekends are even busier than my weekdays.
Wow.
Because of the event hostings here and there, and then church as well. First of all, the people who don't know my government name is Quasi-Wusu. But on stage, people call me PM, some call me the finest MC, some call me PM the presenter. I think, Charlie, it be the AKA, so we did the same soup inside. So basically, my weekends are more busier. Yesterday, like this, I hosted one 70th birthday celebration of one Mrs. Coleman, and then Sunday at the church. And people don't know, I've been with a church choir for like 10 years now. I'm one of the lead singers in ICGC King's Temple. I've led the church choir to minister at places like Greater Works with Otabel twice and all that. That's my spiritual side. And then the event is either I'm organizing it or I'm hosting it on Saturday. So my weekends are very busy.
Yeah. One thing I admire about you, and this is not a prank, but one thing I admire about you is your spiritual aspect. With a lot of works on you when it comes to the other side, the emceeing, the presenting, events and other stuff, you still make time for God. What is that particular thing that keeps you on that toe?
All right, so I'm from a very spiritual background. My mom is like a sorry penny, and my dad was a party person. My mom actually won my dad for Christ. Okay. So I'm a Christian family. And I think I had a covenant with God after my national service. Yeah, so one of the things that I was always praying for is to be on TV, to be on radio, to be able to do all the things I do as an MC and all that. So I prayed to God one day during my national service. I said to God that if He's able to open a greater door for me to live that dream, to become one of the biggest MCs in the country and one of the best radio hosts in the country, I'll also serve Him with my voice. So this was a covenant. I'm sure this is the first time I'm saying this in an interview. Yeah, and so when the Lord opened that side for me, it was then time for me to redeem my side of the bargain. And so my spiritual side is something I don't joke with. People don't really know that side of me, but I'm a very religious guy and very spiritual too.
I see you. I've seen a couple of videos of yours from church where you are leading administration. I'm like, I don't need this man. I see Saturday you're Kwasi, Sunday so make it time. So you saying it's a covenant, I really understand.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to find out is, people make covenants with God.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but it looks like there is no day you miss church intentionally, like Kwasi. The covenant is so dear to you.
Yeah, exactly. It means everything to me because the Lord has been good. I mean, I have sat on radio as a presenter where I was hungry. Empty stomach sitting on radio and my listeners are happy at home, calling, yo, PM, I'm feeling the show. Man, I'm trying to come to me, giddy. So when I cast my mind back to all the hungry days and how far the Lord has brought me in a project and achievement, I don't have any option than to say thank you, Lord. That's my only way of saying thank you, Lord, because I can't basically pay for all the things He's done for me. So that's one side of me that I don't joke with.
Wow. Let's pick it from what you just said, the hungry side.
Yeah.
When young folks want to get into media, what they see is the lights, because that's what they mostly see out there.
Yeah.
They see PM dressing, Charlie, they see your cake, they see your glasses, Charlie, but they don't get to know the growth process that takes you there.
Yeah.
Why is that missing for them?
I think this generation is not ready to serve, first of all. But the first thing I even say before I even get to there is the sacrifice some of us had to make. I remember after my national service, I did civil engineering though, in case you don't know. I'm a civil engineer by profession. Whatever I'm doing on radio is just talent. I'm a civil engineer from Takoradi Technical University. After graduation, I had a chance to work with a civil engineering company that was going to pay me very well. I mean, somewhere 2013 thereabout. 2013, if a company used to pay you like 4K, it was a good starter for any young man from uni.
Yeah.
You understand? And it was a protocol for my mom, so it was a direct link. I was just supposed to go do my medicals and then start work. But I told my mom they never called me, and I opted to be an intern at YFM to serve for like 1 year, 6 months without a CD. Because, I mean, I realized on campus that anytime I grab a mic, people are excited. Anytime I'm talking in public, people are excited. So I realized that was a God-given talent I need to nurture. And I believe that the best way any individual can hit his utmost potential in life is by working with your God-given talent. So when I discovered mine, I had to just polish it, and I'm still polishing it even till date. So when I saw that, I started hitting that side. Okay, well, let me take this path. Because I remember during TTU days, I'll be on site as an intern, and then we'll be working. Site engineer will come, and I'll have my headphone on, listening to Bob Marley. And my engineer will go like, we are reggae by this time. No? So I realized my love for entertainment and the creative art industry was so huge that they can't cry any. So I had to take that path. And the sacrifice bit, back to what you were saying, the youth of today are not ready to sacrifice. Because, I mean, if you talk to any talent who has achieved greatness, there was a pro bono side, there was a sacrifice they made, they served for a while before they got to wherever they are. But the people of today, someone come, oh, PM, I want to be like you, I like what you do on radio. PM, I love your MC, I love this, I love that. I'm on a chance now, next year, or pre-paycheck. Yeah. But it's not like that. It doesn't work. I mean, even the musicians, from the Stone Boys to the Sarkodie, you can go on and on and on. Anything talent from the onset, it's going to be rough. But these young folks want to get in today and start cashing out that day. Nah. If you do it that way too, it's not possible. You grow, and everything will grow naturally with you. So that's what I think they're lacking.
And do you think there will ever be a time that we are going to solve this for the young folks?
Individual differences. But I think some people who have also seen the light are serving. So I'm not condemning all. Some individuals are serving, and they are also growing gradually. So I think we shouldn't make it look like all of them are not serious. Yeah.
Let's jump from the radio and let's come to MCing.
Okay.
There's going to be an anniversary this year.
Yeah.
For the MCing.
Yeah.
Take us to the journey. You told us a little bit, like when you were in uni, you realized when you picked the mic. Can you take us back, recall the first time you picked the mic to MC a program and the feeling you had before the show?
So I think the MCing thing, then, let me say MCing and music will be like my first love. People don't know. I started with music.
Wow, so you're a musician.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have been to TV3 Mentor before.
Never knew.
I've been to Born Stars, the Yenero X one, I was there. I was in that competition with my roommate. We were a music group known as Peacemaker. So the PM stands for Peacemaker. So I added S to it, and myself and my roommate created a group known as Peacemakers. So we're in the house with Nero X, and we got evicted because of votes. I've been to X Factor before. I submitted my song for MTN Hitmaker when I was in the final year. They called me, but I was working. After that year, they were picking demos.
Okay.
So they'll pick your demo. If they listen to it in the school, they'll invite you. They called me, but I was working on my final year project, so I couldn't go. So, I mean, it's been music back and forth from JHS to SHS, but I realized things were, as a break member, yeah, so on campus TTU, I'm just getting flashes like that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get.
As at the speaker, they get flashes. So on campus, it was music. Myself and Cleansy is my mate.
Okay.
Myself and Cleansy with Chelsea on the side and OG on the side.
Oh, okay.
Who else? Donzi. These are all my mates from TTU.
Wow.
Yeah,
You had
yeah. And do you know this guy at Foresight TV, Elia Pakuchibeb? Afro hair. Yeah. So it was that circle of us.
Wow.
Yeah, and Walasi was our junior. Okay. So I mean, it was one creative hub where we're just testing waters here and there. But I think the MCing bit proper. If I want to dig it back, it took off from senior high school.
Oh, okay. Which school is that?
Kofyjesse Tech in Koftown. Yeah. In my final year, I was rapping on campus entertainment and all that. But in my final year, we have this dinner that we always organize. And we do this dinner for the final year students. I didn't even notice the gift I was carrying. It was my mate in my class. I had a boys prefect in my class, compound prefect, house prefect and all that. So they just called me one afternoon, the PM. Charlie, our senior housemaster wants us to organize the dinner we've been doing for the final year students. We want you to host it. So I said to myself, what did this guy see? I said, oh, Charlie, in class, you're always contributing. You always want to talk about something. Whenever there is a teacher in the class, your submissions, they've been listening to you, the way you speak and all that. So we believe you can do it. Charlie, my Tom and white suit. I got to the grounds, about to host the event, and our senior housemaster came and was like, Charlie, I'm going late. It's my minion in 10 So with all my preparation for that day, it didn't even happen.
No do up.
But that was the trigger for me. My friends realized I could do that. And we're done with SS. I came home 2007, thereabouts, 2007, 2008. I was at home preparing to go to tertiary. And my pastor also in my church, Assemblies of God in Kofyjesse in Ashanti region, called me one Sunday. It was a Friday, yeah. It seems a Friday evening service or maybe like that. And he was like, and I was singing in church. At that time, I was singing in church. And he called me and was like, I want you to MC the Sunday service. And let me say, and my number one mentor has been my mother.
Oh, okay.
My mother is a teacher, and she's been MCing church service from my childhood. So I've been watching my mom MC in church every now and then. So my mom, even before the KKDs came in, was my mom. So my mom was like my number one mentor. So I started watching some tapes from people that I admire, and I got to church and I did it. And my pastor was so impressed. So my first ever MCing was actually a Sunday church service. That was my first ever MCing I did from the church. And then from there, parties small. And TT admission came in 2009, 2010. I came to TTU and Charlie started hitting. So it was the music together with the MCing back to back. But that was the music name. And Charlie, let me say, I was a star on campus. It was TTU, my time, myself, Donzi, and this guy was my school son. Trozo was like a school son to me at TTU. And I mean, if I'm not MCing the show, I am singing or I'm modeling or we are doing a skit on campus. So my whole life was centered around creative art. And Charlie, my first event that I was paid, since I mentioned the first show, the first ever MCing event that I was paid was also in TTU.
Wow.
We have this restaurant service they do for the hospitality department, the people doing catering and all that. So for their projects, they will pick a particular topic. Maybe I'm doing a housewarming party, I'm doing a wedding reception, I'm doing a baby christening.
Okay.
And then you plan everything with guests there, MC there, DJ there, and your lecturers will come and supervise, assess you on that as your final year project for the hospitality department. So that was the first time I was paid. I did the show for one girl, and we really know a pack of jollof. So a pack of jollof with 2 thighs of chicken was the first pay I ever received as an MC. And I was so excited because that was the first time somebody was giving me something for my talent. It meant everything to me because Charlie, I probably not born on my backbone before that time. We had 2-3 years pro bono. From 2007 to the 8, the 9, the 10 before that. So it happened somewhere in 2010. That was when that event happened. And my first pay was a pack of jollof. I brought it to my hostel, and myself and my roommates, I mean, it saved us a dinner that night because campus name we had. Yeah.
The journey is beautiful. One thing to I've studied whatever you are saying is it looks like you always find yourself in a collective that inspires and ignites something in you.
Yeah.
Look at senior high school, your group of friends,
Yeah.
they told you that you can do the MCing.
Exactly.
You met your pastor says, come and do MCing
Yeah.
that day. School, they believe, and even tertiary, look at the boys you had around you,
Yeah.
the Donzis, everybody was doing something. So the skills in you would definitely come out.
Exactly.
Do you think as we grow, the kind of people you have around you also impacts your journey?
It plays a major role. It plays a major role in life. The people you have around you can basically determine your future. Yeah. So I am very, very careful with the people I roll with. So I ask myself, this person I'm rolling with, what am I learning? What am I tapping from the person? What is he also learning from me? We should complement each other. So I don't easily make friends. Takoradi here like this. You see me, if I am not, people see me always outside, but I'm not even the party type. It's funny, oh. I'm not really the outing type. If you see me in the club, it means either one of my friends, DJ Shino, is doing something, or Fegi is doing something, or YFM is doing something. You see me in the club. The whole of last year like this, I was in Arena like twice. And it was because of TJ's unveiling as a manager and some other YFM activation. But because my job is centered around party, they see videos of me partying and I do updates on social. People think I'm always partying. I am actually the reserve type. On the regular, if immediately I woke up, you see, I even look sleepy.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon is like a ritual for me for over like 10 years now. After church, I eat something little and I take a nap from like 12 hours to somewhere 4. So I am that on the regular. It's funny, I want that quiet environment where I can reason and plan my life. So everything around me is supposed to play a major role to influence my life positively. So I'm very, very careful with the people I roll with. Even in the media space, like I said earlier, Takoradi here, the person that I can boldly say as my friend in the media space like Godfrey Eno. Godfrey Eno of Sky Power. And Chelsea, because Chelsea, we did all this together from campus. Way back in TCU, if I'm hosting, she's my co-MC, that kind of vibe. So I don't really have friends. It's myself, my wife, and the people I call close friends are not even in town. They're my fellow engineers in Accra and Kumasi. So, I mean, the people around you play a major role in this life, and you should be very careful with the people you choose to roll with.
We are still talking to PM, the presenter, Quasi-Wusu. I'm loving the conversation. But before we continue, let me tell you, if you're watching this program, it's kind courtesy Peanut Brittle. They are right inside UCC. They are on the campus of UCC. What they do is they make the best nkata cake in town. Charlie, they have 3 flavors. They have the oats, they have the cinnamon, and they have the ginger flavors. So make sure you contact them. It's very affordable. They do it in boxes. You can also buy it in ones, like you want to buy it. And you can also do bulk purchasing. They are going to consider, make sure they give you right prices so that you can also sell and make something out of it. So just make sure you contact them. The numbers on the screen. Just get in touch. PM, let's get to this part. I said today the conversation, I said,
yeah, I mean, I'm gay.
We will come to the anniversary again.
Okay.
What you are going to do and what the preparation is.
Yeah.
When I met you or when I started listening to you, I have followed you for a while, close to, let's say, 4 years now. After uni, I came to Takoradi. I started following you from YFM when you were on TTU campus.
Okay.
Before you moved, I followed you a lot. You have become an iconic figure in the creative space, Takoradi.
I'm humbled, man.
I'm not saying this because I've met people, I've spoke with people. I had an interview with Kofyjesse, and he made mention, say, Oban Takoradi next World Cup entertainment presenters are. So when you are on the first, Obey your first.
Oh, really?
Your officer.
I didn't check that. I didn't see that interview.
So I did that interview, I think, early this year.
Interesting.
Then few weeks ago, I also did an interview with Kobe Spencer. He also made mention the connections that you opened for him. So I've spoken with few people that you play a major role in their life that sometimes they don't even have the opportunity to tell you.
Yeah.
You become an iconic figure in Western region.
Thank you.
Space.
Thank you.
We've had a lot of challenges in
Yeah.
the industry. You can't come here and I will never ask you.
Yeah.
We had a time where, as you mentioned, say you can be in Takoradi as a newbie in Takoradi.
Yeah.
The whole the songs you'll be listening will be Takoradi songs.
Yeah.
Ras Ebo, ISM, Kofi, Neru X, all these guys. That era gave Western region that energy to stand somewhere and say that the best come from the West.
Yeah.
We go feel give you songs that you go feel listen to. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. We lost that energy.
Mm-hmm.
We are now trying to revive it.
Exactly.
But at the point, people started pointing hands. Presenters no no presenters no say artists no are pompous or they are over. They see themselves to be rich. What do you think, as someone that you have been an industry figure that people look up to, people respect, people listen to your words? What do you think we can do to get back to that place or get better?
All right. So I think the first thing we need to consider is discipline. If you're disciplined and you're hardworking, these two things will take you to places. And some of us are very deliberate about helping people. I'm a humanitarian as well, people don't know. I'm a humanitarian, so supporting and helping people is something I really have at heart. But it boils down to the individuals. And sometimes we don't need to necessarily even wait. If I can help you, I don't need to wait for you to even approach me before I can. Sometimes you need to make the move as well. I'm from the school where if I need to help you, I do whatever I need to do to help you. I have groomed so many talents. Kobe Spencer is one of my mentees. Makarani is one of my mentees. Currently, I've adopted this lady as well, Empress. Yeah, she's in my camp. I have DJ Flip in my camp. And I'll be doing official unveiling very soon. I have groomed so uncountable talent. I can count on top of my head like close to 15 talent that I've groomed. So I got this nickname, the Talent Ambassador, because, like I said earlier, I know the power of talent. Scripture even says that your talents shall take you before kings and queens. So when I see a talent, I envisage the future. I see the future. That is what I see. So whatever I need to do to help, I do it to help. But sometimes to the people who don't help those people, I don't blame them as well, because some of those guys, all man be looking to say like a must as opposed to do it. No. If it comes, fine, but what are you also doing to help yourself? I'll use a typical example as somebody like Loso, a very humble gentleman. I love his spirit, I love his energy. When Loso called me that, boss, I want to release my EP. And this is something I do on the regular. Some of the upcoming guys, they get surprised that I call them. I don't even wait for them to call.
You call them.
When I see your work on socials and I think it deserves that support, I give you a call. Loso will attest. I just called Loso. Yo, Loso, what's the plan? I've seen the rollout you're doing for your new EP, the Glory Boy EP. And I love everything happening around it. And I love your talent. I love whatever you're doing, your move with Kofi and all that. I see the growth. So, when are you having a listener? I want to host it for you.
Wow.
And he put things together, called me, they fixed the date. I was there to host it for him. And I called him after. I love the song from the project. I want to help organize a media tour for you in Western region. So give me the week you'll be available. Let me plan everything for you. But I laid everything down and we finished like Saturday. So I feel when you have the power to help people, don't feel like, oh, Charlie, I'm the boss here. So no, help the people, help them. And the ingrates are also there. Some people are Charlie.
Too much.
Like I'm saying, when I am doing good, I don't look at all those things. I just look at, okay, somebody helped me to get to wherever I've gotten to. So let me also hold somebody's hand. Because I believe that a great leader is the one who is able to raise people to become like him or even more than him. If at the end of the day, PM is no more in Takoradi, and when you mention the name PM, definitely, I know my charity works will pop out. Yeah. That guy who was always there for the kids, that guy who was always there for the talent, that guy who groomed Spencer, Makrani, Empress, that guy who put this guy on, that guy. I mean, there's lots of things, and this is what I call achievement. For me, aside all the awards you've seen on the side, this is the real award for me. That legacy I will leave behind as that gentleman who put this guy on. Someone like Qbeat. I went to host DJ Pakwesi's all-white party. I saw him playing. Like, yo, this guy is great. Apparently, he's been in my DM for like, God knows, on Facebook several times, like, getting my attention, but I get these DMs all the time, so I didn't really pay attention to them. Randomly, then I pick and I respond. So I couldn't even see his message. Until he showed me a screenshot, this is it. Like 2-3 years ago, I've been trying to get your attention. So I saw him play at DJ Pakwesi's all-white party, and I'm like, I like your talent. And also, boss. So I took his number. I told him to call me the next day. I arranged a meeting with my programs manager, Skinny, and Qbeat's got a job at YFM. I can go on and on and on and on.
I even interviewed Shino. Mm-hmm. He made mention when Skinny was talking to you, pick the phone, call him, Shino.
Charlie.
Skinny call you, like,
Charlie. You know, so me, that is me. If only I can help. And I mean, so when I feel the positive energy around you and I can help you, but I can go on someone like Ram this year. Ram like this, Ram was in Accra. And even till date, Skinny calls me, it's like, Charlie, I was with YFM like 4 years, and I moved to Radio Max. I did 1 year, 3 months, and YFM called again, PM, Charlie, we need you back home. So I came back. That first week, I called Ram. Ram was then in Accra, and I called Ram, Charlie, I know the gift you carry. What are you doing right now? So I'm done with school, and I'm just trying to find a way to with my media thing. I said, okay, Ram, come and start with entertainment news on my drive, and I'll introduce you to my programs manager. I will take it from there. Ram came through, back. After 6 months, he became a staff. So helping people is like a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for me. Because like I said, somebody saw me emceeing at TTU campus, heard my voice, and said, PM, I like the way you talk. Would you love to do radio? That was the foundation of my YFM career. So it was through somebody. This will be something the message or something to me for. So I can go on. I know some of them have told you this, like you said, and I can't even count the people I've helped, and I'm still doing it because for me, that is the only way I can say thank you to God. Yeah.
I love, I don't know, the energy. I love. That person, So from afar, say I know Kasampa. I remember the day you put a call through to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Kofyjesse, I want you to come. Me catch up. PM call me. Like, I see the work I did. I know where I know the spirit you carry. Like the energy to put people on.
Exactly.
And I appreciate whatever you are doing.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let's shift a little bit. Mm-hmm. To a little bit personal, let me
okay.
to you.
Okay.
It's not personal because people know. How is the relationship like being in the same institution with your wife? Because people say, Charlie, no be possible, no be fit do because it's not a way.
Yeah.
A man for bow.
Exactly. Natural admirers.
That is it.
Every day. Every blessed day.
Guy that you say aside you feel say be a one pen we calm now. Be man now we jovial. Exactly. You have your wife in the same institution, they come around. How do you handle it? You say your person, why do you do it?
Okay, so I mentioned discipline earlier.
Yeah.
When YFM called me, Joy was like my best friend for a very long time in YFM. Let me even dig a little bit so that you understand it better. She's that kind of person where, said the boy, man, no problem, I'm not a catch him, I'm not consoling, no. When I issues with my girl and I call her Joy. Charlie, that kind of party in office. When I go out for lunch, I'll buy for 2, then we'll eat. That kind of vibe. So we were like that, and I left YFM to Radio Max. So when I left to Radio Max, I was once in the barber shop trimming my beard, and the barber has this prophetic gift. It's like, PM, you've been praying for somebody who would love you and understand you for the nature of your job, because what you do, when you'll be here, you always have issues. But funny enough, the person is very close to you, but you have no idea. So even meeting my wife was prophetic.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I left the barber shop at New Site, I stepping outside and I'm a friend, and I'm saying, Jay, I mean, it will sound funny to you, but that's what I have for you. So what is it? And so Charlie, the Baba will my body see catch me so. So when the Baba started, he told me the person is also in the media space. Okay. So truth be told, when he said that, I was thinking about Chelsea, some of my female friends. Yes. Yeah, those are the ones I was thinking about. Yeah. Because Joy, dear, I mean, she was my party that it never crossed my mind that I would even date or lead to marriage. So I called her, and so when the guy said it, I'm like, is it Chelsea? So I mentioned one of the female presenters that I know. I said, no, she's in the media space, but not on air. Okay. I'm like, and why? So I couldn't wrap my head around anything, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, Charlie. So he asked me, who is Joycelyn?
Wow.
Lord is my witness, I will never sit here and lie. Who is Joycelyn? I told him, Joycelyn is an admin in our office. She's like my friend. And the guy laughed. She's the one. Straight like that. The guy just said it like that, raw like that. Wow. She's the one. So when I stepped out from the barber shop, I called Joy. And so it was around like 9:30, either 8:39 or 9:30, thereabout. And I called her in the evening. I'm like, Joy, say this in Baba account for that Jojo or new size classes here. And I was saying, I quoted exactly what the guy said. And I told her that, Jay, I'm a very spiritual person. And I believe in the prophetic. So this is it. And currently, you know I'm not dating, and you're also not dating. So let's give it a try and see. So can you believe that because of how disciplined we were, we were dating in the same office, but nobody even knew.
Wow.
Yeah. So what made people realize that we were even dating was the fact that DJ Editor moved from where he was staying to the apartment that I was staying in, because I recommended, somebody was in my next door moved out, okay. And I recommended the place to Editor, and he moved in there. So if it hadn't been Editor who moved in there and realized she's been coming around, even my staff members wouldn't have realized we were dating. Okay. But even with that, some people still didn't know. Because the day I released my wedding invitation on the office platform, people were like, for a day ago, and I said, Bushke called me and was like, like for real. I said, yeah. We've been dating for a while now. I've been dating Joy for close to like 4 or 5 years. And some of my colleagues didn't even know in the office. So when it comes to discipline, and she's one person that I like for that. Do you know, there are times my wife will give me a query, and then she'll come home and say, sorry, the job is the job. Yeah, so when we're at the workplace, it's work. Forget about everything. When I come late and she's supposed to question me, she'll call me, yo, Jay, Nana, you know you are late. Don't let me do this. She'll come home and say sorry for that. Wow. So we learned that discipline on the job that, Charlie, Juma, Fie. So I greet, hi Joy, how are you doing? I walk to my studio, I do my show, I close, I step off. Sometimes she'll wait for me, sometimes she'll take the lead, I'll call her after the show, we'll meet somewhere, have dinner, and then we'll go separate ways. So it boils down to discipline. And one interesting thing was that when I was moving from Radio Max back to YFM, I told my HR and the management team that, okay, I know company frowns on this. Yeah. And I'm about to tell you something. The lady at the front desk, I'm dating her, and we have plans of settling down very soon. So if you guys don't have any issue with it, I can move. I mean, my HR and head of broadcasting for YFM Takoradi told me that I know how you work, I know how disciplined you are, I know how hardworking you are, and I know how disciplined she is too as our admin/client service. Because Joy grew to the level that when our manager wasn't even around, she took charge and was managing the place before Skinny came in. So she was the admin, client service, and also assistant with management. So she's and as it stands now, YFM is 14 years, I don't know if you know. Yeah. She's the only person who has served with the company for 14 good years. Wow. So they started with her at the Sky House there. And so she's the only person who began with the company and still with the company till date. The longest serving staff. Wow. So they hold her in high esteem. So when I told them that she's my wife to be, they smiled and they were like, we know how you guys work, so we don't have issues. So for your management to entrust you with something like this, because I mean, no company, sometimes when people even get to know that, in wife now with the front desk or client service, no, admin, no. I see you guys, you be sure. Yeah. Until people saw our wedding pictures and were like, hey, for real, oh. So I think it's all about discipline. It's all about discipline. When we get to work, it's work. When we are home, it's home.
We will come back to the MCing aspect, one mentor I've seen you working with, because on your wedding he was present.
Yeah.
The thing that you are saying, character of human beings
Exactly.
play a major role in everything we do in life.
Everything, bro.
Bro, this be your camera. We don't get to the last one, but I just want you to advise someone, a young guy who looks up to you, looks up to the J Folies, look up to the best engineers in Ghana, and advise them based on character, how they can get there.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, be hardworking. I mean, if you believe in anything, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you from chasing that dream. If you're fortunate and you discover your talent, go all out and nurture it. Be very, very disciplined with your work. Give it your all. I am somebody that I always tell people, even if I have 3 people in an auditorium, I will host it like I'm hosting Beam Festival. I don't underrate any opportunity that comes my way. Give it 100% and even more anytime you're given a chance. Don't underrate any opportunity. And at the right time, it will make sense.
Wow, beautiful. Let's move straight with time. Let's move straight to the MC. I've seen you post on social media that one of your the dream you have in terms of your MCing is hosting VGMA,
Yeah.
BET.
Yeah.
And these are the biggest music awards we have in Ghana and in the world. When you win the BET, Charlie, everybody respects you.
Yeah.
So you are going for a quick break. When you come, we are going to talk about this too. We're going to talk about your MC journey and we wrap up.
All right.
Welcome back from the quick break. We are still here on the Spotlight Show on Kofyjesse TV. Wherever you are watching us from, thank you so much for watching and staying tuned from the beginning to now. We have something important to tell you before we wrap up the conversation. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, X, Snapchat and TikTok, all Kofyjesse TV. And also make sure you place your order to order the best Nkate cake in town, peanut brittle, 3 flavors, oats, ginger and cinnamon. Make sure you taste and also recommend to other people. I am still your host Kofyjesse, and I have my big brother here, Nana Quasi-Wusu, also known as PM the presenter, the finest MC, the Charlie hype man, the energy god. That's what they call him. Well, let's get to the MCing aspect.
Yeah.
We have an anniversary this year.
Yeah.
We are going to celebrate this anniversary. We are all going to put our energy on board to celebrate you, in a big way, because you've really made an impact in the industry.
Thank you.
Let's pick it from this part. You did Beam this year.
Yeah. Last year, December.
Last year, December, yes. Yeah. Last year. I was surprised and I was happy because Beam is one of the biggest musical concerts in Ghana.
Very true.
Charlie, if you host Beam, then you are there.
Exactly. I
watched the journey to that day. When you got to Accra, the videos, the except on social media, and I was like, wow, my senior bro got there. So it's making me a chest, Charlie, I get it normal. Beautiful. You did Beam. You're going to talk about Beam a little. Right. Then we'll talk about the dream to host VGMA. Why that dream and BET? So let's talk.
Okay, so I am that kind of person who always set goals and I work towards them. I read this book when I was in like my senior high school. It was a book given to me by an uncle of mine who was a pastor. Okay. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
Wow. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
So The Secret talks about the forces of attraction in nature. I mean, whatever you envisage, if you hold on to the energy, you naturally attract them. So if you come to my house like this, my dream cars, I have the toy versions of it.
Wow.
Anytime I visualize, you attract them into your life. So some of those things that people are seeing them happen right now, I wrote them down like decades ago. Wow. And I worked towards them. I remember, let me take you back a little bit concerning my YFM journey. So when YFM was launched in Takoradi, I was in level 200 at TTU.
Okay.
And I was on stage as an upcoming artist. I was doing reggae, dancehall, and some high life. Jeffoli introduced me on stage as an upcoming artist. I got on stage, performed at the launching of YFM. When I was getting off that stage, I said to myself, I will work with this brand one day. And I got off. I dropped my mic and I went off.
You said it in the mic?
No.
Okay, you said it to yourself?
Yeah, to myself.
Okay.
Like, I will work with this brand one day. And I walked off the stage. some way, somehow, nature brought things together. God had to work grace, and somebody just saw me emceeing, and I got a chance to be on YFM and stuff like that. So for me, everything that you see me do, I had them in mind, and I've been holding on to that energy, polishing myself. So I always tell people that when the chance comes, are you ready for it? Yeah. So I am here. Let's start with Beam Festival. Yeah. I have been working close to the team for a while now. People don't know. Wow. I mean, whenever a Stoneboy project is out, management will send it to me. I'll blast it on air. I'll send videos to them. They'll post it on socials and all that. So I've been doing this thing for a while now. So one of the days, like 3 years ago, I contacted one of the Benetton Music Group team members. Shouts to Chief Styles, the road manager. Shouts to Richie and all the team inside, me and Co, all inside Benetton Music Group. And I told them that aside radio, I host events. And they were like, okay, let us have your EPK. And I am somebody who is, I'm always prepared for the journey. Yeah. I don't wait for things to come before I even move. Yeah. So let me have your EPK. Yeah. And I had these things together because one of my godfathers, Edumante, shouts going out to Mr. Edumante. He was even pushing for me to hold the life of Afro Nation like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Nobody know all that. So he pushed me to prepare the EPK, and I sent it to him, and he was pitching it to all those big festivals because he knows my works. Wow. So just you mentioned Energy God. Before I even continue, let me give him that credit. So I was on Made in Tadi stage hosting, and the whole place was on fire. Yeah. I got off stage to introduce the next artist, and when I got to Facebook, I realized Mr. Kwame Dumante, CEO of Focus One, has written on Facebook that Nana Kofyjesse AKPM is the energy god, #Made in Tadi. So that was the source of my name, like 4 or 5 years ago, out of Made in Tadi. Shouts go out to Mr. Kwame Dumante. I doff my heart for you any day. So it's like that. It's what was I even talking about? I'm lost.
We were talking about the Beam.
Yeah, the Beam
the
Festival.
EPK, how they
yeah. So they called me and I pushed it to them. And immediately the team watched. So the guy they Tadi where they do all these things, like official MC4. Kanatas Made in Tadi. You are hosting a Sabaku Festival. You are hosting this. You are hosting a Western Music Awards, a Western Gospel Awards. I mean, I don't know of mention any major show here that I've not hosted. Yes. I just want to see, not to brag, but you know the works. Yeah. To the boy heart, sometimes it hurts that people might not say this thing, but Charlie, I can say for a fact that some of us make people respect the word MCing in the region. Yeah. I mean, we got into this space, and Charlie, when you say you can't even say you're a professional MC here and people take you serious. Yeah. But some of us place value on MCing and give it that hype.
I don't want to cut you. I think I listened to your interview on Connect FM.
Okay.
I think that day they had you right in the studio
with Yofi.
With Yofi out, and they called Yofi in, and Yofi was talking about the charging and the confidence you had that I will give you my weights, and I will tell you that pay this before we come, and people are doing it. I'm like, Charlie, sometimes confidence
when you know your worth, nobody can take you for granted. Wow. And I have gotten to a level where my works are there. Hi PM, I want to book you for this event. Okay, this is my rate, but when you watch, I'll send you a contract. You go through the contract. After the contract, you do 70% deposit, and then a week to the event, you do the other part payment, or like before the event, a day before the event, you should add the balance before I show up.
Wow.
You understand? The requirement that I need, everything is in it. Who is playing? I want to know the DJ playing. I want to know the sound you've rented. So I put all this in, because at the end of the day, no matter how good I am, if I come and your sound is whack,
yeah.
So I am very careful with all this. Last time I was educating this guy, Wastike, on Facebook, he was talking about rates not being good and all that. I told him, yo bro, work on a contract. Sit with the person. These are my terms and conditions. I will go through it and then sign. If you sign, it means you are cool with it. So whatever I also need, you give it to me. So currently, personally, I can work with any other DJ, but I have top two that one is in my space, DJ Flip.
Okay.
He's one of the DJs I've signed. I'll be unveiling him very soon. And a PM Entertainment Consult. One of the things I do is talent management. And I have my brother DJ Pakus that I mostly work with as well.
Yeah.
That's what most people know. So sometimes the client will say, okay, this is my rate. And I know for this rate, it is Pakus's range.
Yeah.
And somebody will also say, okay, this is my rate. And you know, Pakwesi and Flip,
on different.
There's a gap between it.
Yeah.
It's like comparing Spencer to PM.
Yeah.
Spencer is a talent, but where they are,
PM.
there are levels to it.
Again.
Yeah, let's be real on that one. So these are the two people in my space that I mostly step out with, because I know their weight. Yeah. So when you call, depending on your budget, and a bit or also offer, okay, PM, I see you work with Pakwesi a lot, so I want you and Pakwesi. I need to straight away Pakwesi. But more about, okay, this is my budget. But I work with Pakwesi. I've been working with Pakwesi close to like a decade.
Wow.
So I know Pakwesi's rate.
Yeah.
So when you call and you mention the rates, I want to Charlie, and you mean the space now, I will not even contact you.
Yeah. Then I will just...
Unless maybe willingly he wants to just ride.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll push it in PM. I mean, you know that.
Yeah.
So I'll come back to you and say, Charlie, for this rate there, this talent that I'm managing, this is his range, and he's also very good. Just that their level, where they are, their levels to the game. Yeah. So I think the contract bit and all this documentation make the work very, very easy. And I learned all this in the hard way from my mentor KKD. Shouts going out to King Kofyjesse Studios. His royal blackness. Daddy, thank you so much. You asked something earlier.
Yeah.
That how I met him.
Yeah, how I met him.
So after my national service there, after my national service, I was in my small cubicle at New Site. And I did love this man because, I mean, one of the shows I always want to host, those Miss Ghana, TGMAs, the BTs that you mentioned earlier. And this man has been all over. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, before even the Takoradi came, Kofyjesse was the first Ghanaian to get BT nomination, and he was there with KKD. KKD was then the one managing him. They've seen all this since years back. So he's been there. He's done it all. Yes, that Charlie. Sometimes giving people the credit is difficult in our part of the world.
Yeah.
So I was in my hostel and I went to this man's Instagram account. Was it 2013, 2014, thereabout? About there 500 pictures of KKD. You are my mentor. Let me comment it. You are an inspiration. You are my daddy. I love your fashion sense. I love this. I mean, Charlie, I was just writing. I commented on over like 400 pictures.
Wow.
And I'm a firm die. So the phone was in my hand. I slept. I woke up the next morning. And KKD was in my DM. Hi, Nana Kwasi. This is King Kofyjesse Studios. Contact me between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and let's talk. That was it.
You spoke like him. Kasa with eloquence and that kind of...
So I mean, KKD has been a blessing to my life, man. Wow. He anytime he calls me, it's like a full lecture hall for me. From personal branding, to brand positioning, to how you carry yourself as a public speaker, everything, broadcasting, fashion. So this man has been polishing me all this while. When he sees anything, he will call.
Wow.
I saw this and that. You're doing so good. I've seen this work. I mean, so he's been the one turning me like plantain on fire so that I don't get burned.
Yeah.
And he's been there for me through and through. And even my wedding. I mean, when I was getting married, KKD was in London. And I called him, Daddy, I'm getting married though. So I'm in London, but let's see how it goes. Yes. A week to my wedding was in Ghana.
Wow.
He came down because of me. Had to fly down from London because of me. And he came. What do you want me to do? I said, Daddy, I just want you to be around, grace the event for me. I'll call my fellow MCs from Accra and Kwasi to come. And then you just get involved a little bit, maybe popping up champagne or something. Yes, I don't want you to run the show. Because
you are there.
Within my heart, the place I've positioned you, you can't come and be doing all those things. So Daddy, just come around. I need your presence. Maybe call Protea, because mostly when he comes around, it is Protea that he lodges. I learned the manager is like his friend, his mate from Presec, Legon Presec. If they call Hakobuki Hotel, I'm going to say KKD. Oh, KKD has a room here already. Imagine, brand level. Hello, KKD has a room here, he knows. I mean, so just let him know you guys are here and his room is there. So I was just there, came down, and Charlie, we had a big celebration, and then he moved back. So KKD there, Charlie.
Wow.
If I want to talk about the blessing, I don't know where I will start, I don't know where I'll end. I just want to say thank you so much, Daddy. for everything. And I lost my biological dad like 17 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So he's been there as a father figure and as a mentor and all the things that I need as well, always supporting me.
Beautiful. PM, let's move straight to the anniversary we are going to celebrate this year. How is the operation like? What is going to happen? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I had a couple of things lined up.
Okay.
Yeah, so currently I'm embarking on a tertiary tour with Cowbell.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen Dreams and Vibes by Cowbell.
Yeah.
They started in Accra like 2 years ago with Coach Sheldon.
Yeah. Sheldon.
So what they do is that they go to the tertiary institution. The dreams is to inspire talent to pursue their dreams, and then the vibes to the party side. Yeah. So when they did it with Sheldon was more of the speaker to inspire the talent, and then they got some MCs to also. But for my side, they got to my side, and because I'm an MC and a hype man as well, I'll do the dream side and then drop my mic, grab a hype man mic, and then hype and also party with the kids. So Dreams and Vibes is one of the first things I started with, even before I went to SA. That's the first thing I started with Cowbell, and we are embarking on a tertiary tour. Okay. We are doing, we did UMAT, Takoradi campus. We did that before I went to SA. And now we're about to do UCC within the week, either Wednesday. I'm yet to confirm that one. We'll be in UCC as well. We will do TTU and do, it seems, Ghana Telecom, 5 tertiary. So basically, and it happened at the right time. I'm just celebrating my 15 years, and they approached me with this package. I'm like, oh, this is something I've been thinking of planning myself. Yeah. And you have it here. So, Charlie, I think the timing is so right. Yeah. So that's the first thing I'm doing. Okay. Like partnering with Cowbell to embark on their Dreams and Vibes, having a tertiary tour to inspire this talent and then party with them as well. Wow. And recently, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook, I made a post that I want to host 5 different events for free. You made that post. So gradually, I'm almost through with that. I've done like 3 of it already. I wanted to host a fashion show. I want to host a fashion show, 1 wedding reception, 1 musical concert, a kids party, and I've forgotten the 5th one, but then it's 5 different events I want to host. And out of that, I've done like 3 already. You mentioned earlier, I have lineup of activities. Like the tertiary tour with Cowbell, like this is a Western Central region thing we are doing. Okay. And another thing is to host 5 events for free. The 5 representing the 15. 15. So I'm hosting 5 events for free. And then September is the actual month. Okay. So I'm looking at 26th and 27th. Okay. Yeah, so 26th, because of my foundation, and last year marked my 10 years in broadcasting, and I did a celebration as well. And so one major thing that I always look at is giving back to the society. So we are thinking of visiting that mental home at Apromodo. There's a mental home there. I just want to go there and donate on the 26th. And the 27th, I'm still planning. The 27th, it will be between a walk with PM. Okay. So I have this walk that I've been doing annually to campaign against skin bleaching and also for fitness. So it's either that or a master class. Okay. So I want to have a master class for, like, the finest master class for MCs and hype men. Like direct impact. I've been grooming people, but I've never really had them in a space like that. So I'm thinking of doing that or the walk with PM. And then in the evening, the Saturday evening, we'll have the finest experience in one of the clubs. I'm talking to Swagger, and then we have the party in the evening. So basically, this is a spread out. So from the tertiary tour to hosting 5 events for free to the donation at the mental home, and either the master class or the walk with PM, and we climax everything with the finest experience on the 27th evening. So basically, this is a spread out or the plan for my anniversary celebration. Wow.
PM, I'm in America there. You have raped. What aside the BET and the VGMA itself?
Yeah, I hosted TGMA nominees experience in Takoradi. Yes, this year. So
at the sense,
it will happen very soon. Like I'm saying, all the things I wrote them down. Yeah. How they come together naturally is very beautiful, because I so much believe in myself. And in that part of the world, when you believe in yourself so much, when you're so confident, they say you're arrogant. Yeah. But no, I know my worth for God's sake. Yeah. I know what I carry. I know the grace I carry. I know the gifts I carry. And I know the work I've put into it. I have grown to a level where, let me be deeply asleep. Wake me up, give me a mic, PM. This is Ghana Music Award. I'll host it for you. That's the level I've gotten to. That is the level I've gotten to. Even till date, I am still learning. When you come to my room, Kofi will tell you, books are going to be brave. I'm still buying books, polishing my craft, because where I want to get to, I've still not gotten there. So I set those goals. They say when the goals don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Yeah.
So I set those crazy goals. When I spoke about this BET thing, it was like 9 years ago.
Wow.
It was on YFM Ghana.com. NYDG also picked it 9 years ago. I know where I'm going to. And if you see, it is just narrowing down gradually.
Yeah.
Right now, I have done TGMA nominees experience. I hosted the stakeholders convo for TGMA, and I hosted the nominees experience with Foster Romanos and Crystal TV3. And now maybe the next time you see me hosting a red carpet for TGMA.
That's what you
and then the next time you see me hosting the show itself. That is it. You see, and it is natural growth.
Okay.
You don't force it. Just work on yourself. You say when preparation meets opportunity, a new destiny is born. Are you prepared when the opportunity comes? That's it. It comes, nailed. Your name is flying out there. People are calling. Charlie. That is it. Let your works do the talking. So I hardly even do these things. But always, if you follow me, you always see my works.
Yeah.
I have grown to a level where when I'm even going to host an event, I have my own personal photographer and a videographer shooting my content for me. Yeah. That is brand positioning. So if a brand calls for my works, I don't need to struggle. Yeah. I built my own website with all my works there. We took it down. We are now working on a new one. So do all this thing, lay the foundations well. Chance number, you are gone. So I mean, that is what it is.
Charlie, any PM at now for almost an hour, and Obi also interview now when she be as a young person. I don't know. Maybe you have your own ideology of life, but I have learned a lot, and I believe my followers, subscribers, viewers have also learned a lot from this conversation. Just drop what you've learned. If you want to get in touch with PM, he's going to drop his social media handles. As he said, he's been grooming talent. The few that I know, I can mention of the Kobe Spencer, the Empress. I know even Kofi Annan, my brother. Yeah. Kofi Annan has spoken with me several times. Charlie, PM now encouraging me. What's the website? And if you get someone who loves you like that, Charlie, it's unique. So PM has been doing a lot. Yeah. So if you want to get in touch with him, he's going to drop his social media handles, how you can get in touch with him. He hosts events. He does big massa. Forget events, also Sumasa. To me, conquer everything. So if you have a wedding coming up, your mom, your dad, maybe your 70th anniversary, anything, birthday, anything, you can just call him. So he's going to drop the social media handles and the business contacts so that you can get in touch with him. PM, this is your camera. Drop them.
All right. Thank you so much, Kofyjesse Studios, for having me. And for those of you who don't know me, once again, my name is Kofyjesse, aka PM. I'm a professional MC, a hype man, a broadcaster, a humanitarian, and a talent manager. Yeah, so on socials, my handle is at PM the Presenter. PMDE Presenter, one word, no space, no underscore. Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. My handle is the same to make it easy for you. The PM the Presenter everywhere on socials. And if you need a best MC to host either your corporate or social event, I'm the best person to do that for you because I am the finest MC. Blackla!
Wow. Thank you so much. We are ending the conversation. It's been a nice evening, beautiful environment, serene time for us to listen and learn in life. PM, I want you to share your last words of encouragement and motivation to the young ones out there, to your colleagues who are even going through a lot. They feel like their career is not where they are. Just tell them something to motivate them.
All right. First of all, the way you position your brand determines the sort of clients you attract. Work on yourself. I get people who hit me up and say, yo, PM, PM, the rates be too high. But I tell you, my weekends are always busy. And so the people who know my worth will always call. So don't be intimidated by anybody. Just keep working on yourself, okay? Keep working on yourself. Like we've been talking, it's been 15 years on this journey. And for me, I'm now even starting. It's going to get better. So don't let anybody dampen your spirit. If you're a talent out there and you're fortunate to discover that gift that God gave to you, like I said, the best way to hit your utmost potential in life is by working with your God-given talent. Never forget prayers. Sometimes people come around, when I'm about to host something like Made in Tide, you see me walking around the stage praying, and they're like, but never take prayers out of the equation. You can't take God out of the equation. Yeah? So pray, keep polishing, be very disciplined. When you get a chance to work, give it your all. Never underrate any opportunity that comes your way, and the Lord will bless it for you. Bless.
Wow. Thank you so much. We are out. Have a nice evening and be blessed. Thank you.